we were sent the internal FBI, MIAC, and Homeland Security reports. And for a week, people didn't believe it. Even Ron Paul's office was calling me and going, Alex, you really got this from federal marshals. You really got this other document from state police. I'm like, call the phone number. It's on there, yes. And then later, the government said, yes, it's our memos. Yes, we defend it. Folks, you got to learn that we've got the sources, because people who are whistleblowers know we've got the courage to run with it after we check it out and to not whitewash their main intent. I want to try to get a hold of Pachenik, by the way. Pachenik, in fact, let's check and see if he's alive. I'm sure he is, but I haven't even done that yet because this is all moving fast. Pachenik called me about a month after the interview. He said, I'm getting incredible heat from the CFR, from government. It's well known in those circles. He's buds with Tom Clancy, who wrote about a plane being flown, a passenger jet in the World Trade Center a year before. Point is, he said, I'm getting a lot of heat. Please take down the transcript. And I said, I'm sorry, I can't do that, Steve. It's already public. Now, I say I have two other White House sources. One of them I talked to. The other was through a well-known associate, someone I've known most of my life, who was at another high-powered event associated with a school. That's all I'm going to say. And at that event, this government official, a separate one, was bragging. See, this is not a secret. That's why you've seen the guy that they made the movie Syriana about, the CIA agent Bear, coming out saying he was dead a long time ago, kidney failure. That's why you got CBS News reporting it years ago. That's why you've got Madeleine Albright. Madeleine Albright. Here's the WorldNet Daily. I'm still trying to find the video. We have video of her talking about it on C-SPAN, but not the actual Fox. WorldNet Daily, December 17, 2003. It was on December 16th. She was on Fox News. Albright thinks Bush hiding bin Laden. Tells Fox News, Kondracki, she suspects political dirty tricks. She went on to say, he's frozen, they've got him, they're going to roll him out. That's former Secretary of State. I've got the former Deputy Secretary of State from another administration, Kissinger, a big Republican insider, saying the same thing on my show. And see, I've never revealed this. In fact, maybe I shouldn't reveal this. He did threaten me, his lawyer threatened me, and I said, let's dance. But I could only talk about what was seen in public. In 2003, Lionel Chetwin, who made a movie about Bush being a hero in 9/11, I was flown out to be on Conspiracy Zone with Kevin Nealon. And I'm in off the big set. We've all got our own dressing rooms, but right off the set where we're waiting with other guests is a bathroom, big bathroom. Nobody's in there. I go to the urinal. I'm washing my hands. Lionel Chetwin walks over, and he says, you're Alex Jones. We're going to effing get you. And I bowed up to him, and I said, you think I do what I do, and I don't think you guys are gangsters? And then he said something else. But then I would only, because of his threats afterwards, talk about what was witnessed, because I was smart. They had the young women, who lead the guests around, waiting outside with their clipboards. And as we're walking out, he's still saying things. And I go, Chetwin just threatened me because I wanted it on record. And he went, I was just joking. And when Chetwin and his lawyer called me, I said, I got witnesses. We'll go ahead and sue me. We will subpoena those women. Well, Chetwin said something else to me in that bathroom. You could probably guess what it was. You know what they were mad about? That Pachenik interview sent shockwaves through them. Because this is one of their ultimate, I'm getting chills right now, one of their ultimate propaganda weapons was this bin Laden super ace in the hole to roll it out at the key point. You can pull up the Conspiracy Zone episode. It's on YouTube with me getting in. You wonder why I dominate him and get in his face and he's cowering and I'm pointing at him in his chest? Because he just threatened me in the bathroom. I'm sorry, folks. It's not that I got courage. When you threaten me, I tend to run at you. It's fight or flight. Well, you know what? I'm too lazy to run. You got it? Only time I got energy is when I'm fighting. I'm like a bull you got cornered. I'm not looking for trouble, but I got to defend my family. Ladies and gentlemen, whoa. We have this entire system, and they knew, and they were going to use it in 04, as Albright said, but they couldn't use it because of Pachenik and others, and that's why they were so mad. So they waited. They kept it on ice, literally. Now they roll it out. This is unbelievable. We'll break down how they did it when we come back.
Iodine protection packs from hempusa.org are now in stock for immediate delivery worldwide. Our iodine protection packs include microplant powder, green life kelp, red palm oil, and our clear roll-on iodine that will feed the body the iodine it needs. All iodine protection packs are in stock. Save you money and ship for free in all 50 states. Visit hempusa.org or call 908-691-2608 today.
We the people grow cotton, weave fabric, engrave ink, embed strips and fibers to protect from counterfeit and carting to a private bank, having it lent back at interest, forcing taxes to service debt. This capitalism, or was Jefferson correct when stating a central bank issuing the public currency is a greater menace to the liberties of the people than a standing army? Hi, Ted Anderson. I'm placing a silver dollar in a book explains our monetary system. Call for your copy, 800-686-2237. It's time to understand the system. Call 800-686-2237. That's 800-686-2237.
Imagine being free of debt in just 12 weeks without payment plans or negotiating or hiring an attorney. 18 years ago, we cracked the code of debt collections and set tens of thousands of people free of their debts. It's called Zero Debt Guaranteed, and it works for all debts.
My wages were being garnished, so I used the program and the attorney dropped the case and he returned my money within 2 weeks.
With Zero Debt Guaranteed, your success is guaranteed in writing. There is no other program of its kind. Don't be alone when creditors gang up on you. Call our help desk for lightning fast assistance. Let our team of experts provide the resources to fight back, stop collection calls, prevent and stop wage garnishments and bank levies. Call Zero Debt Guaranteed now, 800-477-9256, and ask for free information from an expert who also completed our program. 800-477-9256 or ZeroDebtGuaranteed.com. ZeroDebtGuaranteed.com.
Hi, this is Alex Jones. The real U.S. unemployment rate is now 22% and not 9% like what we are told by the mainstream media. The primary instinct of unemployed Americans is to go to college and seek a higher education. But all across America, students are graduating with hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt and no jobs. Most college graduates are now admitting that they would have been better off getting a job at Walmart or McDonald's than having their lives destroyed by student loans. Our friends at the National Inflation Association are getting ready to release College Conspiracy, the world's most comprehensive documentary ever produced about America's college education system. To be among the first to see College Conspiracy, sign up for the free NIA newsletter today at www.inflation.us. NIA believes that college education is the largest scam in American history. College Conspiracy will expose the facts and truth about the education system here in the U.S. Sign up for free today at inflation.us to be among the first to see College Conspiracy.
The U.S. economy is at a tipping point. 40 cents of every dollar the government spends is borrowed. The president of the Federal Reserve in Dallas was recently quoted saying, "This path will lead to insolvency, resulting in the collapse of our government and our economy. Our country can't function like this, and neither can your household. That's why you need to prepare, and priority one is your food supply. Fortunately, it's easy and affordable with the help of Ready Reserve Foods. Ready Reserve Foods has been a premier supplier of long-term storable foods for 37 years. Their unique process assures the highest quality, long-term food storage available with a 25-year shelf life. A full year supply of quality food for 2 people costs a fraction of what you pay at the grocery store. For a free, full-color catalog, call 800-453-2202. That's 800-453-2202. Or visit ReadyReserveFoods.com. Ready Reserve Foods, making preparedness simple since 1972.
Okay, so let's break this down, and then I'll go into more detail ahead of the former head of Pakistani intelligence, Hamid Gul, joining us. And I would expect that he's going to make the point that Pakistani intelligence was involved in this raid, and because all he wants is the U.S. to get out of Pakistan. Again, I want to be clear here. Not 1, not 2, but 3. 2 of them that I spoke to directly, one of them who I can reveal because he was live on air, Steve Pachenik, the number 2 under Kissinger, saying he's dead, died of kidney failure, they're going to roll him out. Madeleine Albright, same thing, died of kidney failure, they've got him frozen, going to roll him out. Fox News, December 16, 2003, on Morton Kondracki program, being interviewed by Morton Kondracki. Now, remember in 2001, 2002, they kept saying that they had him in their sights in Pakistan. The special forces were ready to kill him on the ground. They had drones. They were told, stand down. Whether you believe those stories or not, the government admits that they gave the order to not kill him at those times. And why? Because whether they really had the real Bin Laden in their sights or not, they want that myth to continue and go on as a pretext to keep expanding these wars. Now remember, Osama Bin Laden, on record, was a CIA asset. His code name was Tim Osman. And if you don't know about this, this is even in Newsweek. We have those articles linked in the articles we've written. In '79, Brzezinski's now written 2 books on this. They start having Al-Qaeda/Taliban attack Russian bases on the Afghan border to the north, the 3 nations that border it, 2 of which the Russians were in, to get them to come in 1981 or late 1980. And that's all on record. They wanted the Russians to have their own Vietnam. And so General Hamid Gul, leading the Taliban forces out of Pakistan and Afghanistan, the U.S. forming the base of a secret army of Saudi Arabian, CIA, Israeli-controlled Al-Qaeda. And they launched these attacks. Now, magically on 9/11, Newsweek, MSNBC report that Bush had the launch order to launch the attack on Afghanistan signed September 10th, 2001. He signed the order a day before. In the 6 months before, they massed 44,000 U.S. troops, 18,000 British troops into Tajikistan and Uzbekistan. They had the whole invasion force lined up before 9/11. Now, what does FBI translator Sybil Edmonds say? She testifies to Congress. They put a gag order on her. Later, she breaks the gag order 2 years ago, and she goes public. She was listening to FBI tapes off echelon of the CIA, quote, drug dealing, arms dealing, and running Al-Qaeda, including the day of 9/11. Now, the Army doesn't know about this. Most of the intelligence agencies don't know. A lot of the ground troops they're going to fight that are called jihadis, Al-Qaeda, Taliban, whatever name they give them, they don't know. That's why when they took over Afghanistan, Kandahar, Kabul, Times of London reported on the airlift of evil. You can search any of these terms, pull it up, where 8,000 Taliban and Al-Qaeda leaders who were captured were ordered flown out to Pakistan and released. Now those same guys have been flown into Libya to attack Gaddafi, and we're hearing how there are little heroes and that Al-Qaeda ain't so bad. They're doing this to end one phase of the psychological war and move on with new boogeymen like Anwar al-Awlaki, who's admittedly grew up, born in New Mexico, and then runs all the major terror attacks in the West, the underwear bomber, the shoe bomber, the Fort Hood shooter, the Times Square attacker. The government says he's running them. He's controlling these nut patsies that are real terrorists. He's finding them and funding them, and he's being protected, and he's meeting secretly at the Pentagon. And I was on with Mancow this morning on a syndicated show, and he's like, well, you claim that. And I said, really, search this term. Anwar al-Awlaki dined at the Pentagon months after 9/11 when he was most wanted. And they went, wow, it's there. You know it's there. Stop acting like it's not there. So everybody's supposed to be overwhelmed with this pride and play Team America and all this music, and people are calling in just ecstatic with glee. Who's worried about the economy imploding? Who's worried about the government-run health care? Who's worried about all the police state and the TSA? No, Obama, whose approval rating was plunging, you watch, it's going to go up now. And they just already had it scripted weeks ago for this morning. Congressional Medal of Honor winners. Oh, the patriotism. He's up there with the troops. So if you don't like Obama, you like Al-Qaeda and you don't like the troops. It's all about raising morale so the bankers can get us to feel good about ourselves while they rob us.
We're on the march. The empire's on the run. Alex Jones and the GCN Radio Network.
Over the last year, Alex has told you about, and many of you have experienced, emergencies and disasters in unprecedented numbers. People have had to